Taco.
One-eyed trouser snake.
Twinkle cave.
Pecker.
Gash.
Woody.
Pussy.
Schlong.
Flower.
Doodle.
Yoni.
Dong.
Muffy.
Dingling.
Cookie.
Isn't Muffy like a kids show?
That's Miffy.
Oh!
Close enough. Minge.
Man sausage.
Flesh cavern.
Trouser torpedo.
VAGENE.
Meat sleeve.
Oh god. Piss flaps.
Tummy banana.
Oh, coin purse.
My little bony.
Moot.
Richard.
Cunt.
Johnson.
Axe wound. I know.
Chap.
Fanny.
Indiana Bones.
Oh, foo-foo.
My little friend.
Cupcake.
Long John Thrillvers.
Is that's I'm liking these, they're really punny.
I'm glad.
Punny or die.
Huh?
Clam.
Meat flute.
Oh god, that's disgusting. Beef curtains.
Joystick.
I think I'm out. I think that's...
Oh my god, I still have...
What? I think I said
Yeah,
that before.
nice. Wedding tackle.
Oh, beaver.
Meat and two veg.
Oh yeah. Okay, well I think you win.
I still got a few. Should I just
let's
rattle them
let's
off?
hear it. Let's
Alright,
hear 'em.
Twig and berries.
Yep.
Crown jewels. Diddley. Manaconda.
Oh.
Bangers and mash. Classic.
Yeah.
Purple-headed spear.
Purple-headed spear. That's not one I've heard before.
Neither. I didn't come up with that one. That one was gifted to me.
So I don't know if you guys have guessed or not, but today we're talking about vaginas and penises.
Woo!
Yeah. Also known by any one of the names we previously mentioned, and many more. Like it's some of them like axe wound is like old-fashioned misogyny, you know, like it's
Classic
really,
misogyny.
yeah, like,
misogyny is prime.
vintage misogyny. Like it's not great. It is uncomfortable. I personally quite like the word cunt. I say it a lot.
Me
I
too.
enjoy it. I've taken it back.
You know, I think
I have one. I'm allowed to say it.
Yeah, I also think it's the only word that really still has power. When you say it, I love whipping it out when it's unexpected. It's the best.
And
it's
people
so much fun.
get so touchy about it.
That's what I love about it.
Especially Americans, man. Like
Oh,
so touchy about that word. Went on holiday, some Americans there. Said it a few times because it is a part of my regular vernacular. And he was like, "You can't say that. You're not allowed to say that." And I was like, "Well, actually, I am cunt. I say what I want." Not impressed. Not impressed at all.
It's part of our Australian culture. We don't have very much. You know, we gotta be proud of what we've got. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he thought that I was an axe wound that day.
And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, that's what I love about it as well. It's like a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I remember one time, it was actually leavers. So, you know, a bunch of like gross teens around. We were playing card games.
Excellent.
And I got into this big conversation with a guy there about the word cunt, and I was like, you know, it's a beautiful thing. There's no shame in it. I was like, it's so beautiful, and all the girls were like fawning over me. They're like, oh my god,
yeah,
you're so right. And I was like, yes, ladies,
yeah. And there's like,
come into my life.
I feel like so many fun names for penises too. Like
so many fun.
You going through that reminded me, especially like the bangers and mash, meat and two veg, reminds me of that scene in Austin Powers.
Oh yeah,
the plates
that's genuinely where I got a lot of
so good,
from.
So hilarious. I'm like, this is excellent. Tummy banana is a favourite of mine.
So good.
Because they often are curved, and it's just quite excellent. I
love it.
Okay, anyway, let's get to the actual show, guys.
Get down to business.
Yeah, so welcome to the Good Sex Podcast. I'm Lou, this is my trusty lady of the labia, Mia, and we're here to delve into the world of all things sexual. From the big odor fetishes I'm on, and sex work. So much more. I'm reading off a script, obviously. I'm a bit confused there. Sorry about that.
Today we're getting right back to basics in our second episode ever, Biology 101. Come with us as we uncover the mysteries of the wondrous genitalia that most of us are bestowed with.
Most of us, not all of us. Some of you don't have anything.
Inclusion.
Like,
Swirl.
yeah. Oh my god, could you imagine if people were actually like Barbie and Ken dolls? You just take the pants off, just a bit of like clean flesh.
Yeah,
How strange would that be?
Super strange.
Like,
super strange.
I mean, bizarre. Anyway, welcome to the inner workings of our twisted minds. Okay, so I will be taking the vagina today. We'll be taking you through the wonder of the vagina. So, women and men, everyone, time to get intimate with your most intimate friend. So let's dive right in, shall we? So, now for those of us joining us, I want you to summon in your mind an image of your favourite vagina. Or, lacking that, you can just Google it. I mean, just Google vagina. It's a fun time. So we're going to go over like some of the basics, just the basic anatomy, and it's a lot of information to cover, so we're going to endeavour to do our best to make it interesting and informative. Again, we are not doctors. I don't even play one on TV. So if we get anything wrong, apologies, but let us know.
Yeah.
Correct us.
We're all about starting a dialogue and trying to all learn together, you know.
Yeah.
We do go away and do our own research, but we're not always going to be 100% correct. We definitely, it's our endeavour to be, but
yeah, and I mean, like, I'm lazy. I'm fundamentally a lazy person, so at some point the research gets a bit lax. But again, call us up on it. So right, we're gonna head right in. I have with me just a little trusty cross section of grapefruit, delicious and somewhat, if you use your imagination, like a vagina. So I may be indicating just certain things on this. I mean, sure, I could have printed out a picture. Sure, we could have used something that was actually anatomically correct. What's the fun in that? I want you to use your imagination.
no, I want my own vagina.
Join us on the journey. With our little like grapefruit vaginas.
I have a vagina too.
Woo! Vaginas. Okay.
Yay!
Okay. Anyway, so you're actually pretty good. Yeah, super good. Okay. Anyway, before we get distracted, so believe it or not, vagina is not a word given to the entire lady garden. It is actually a specific term for the elastic muscular canal that provides lubrication and sensation. So it's the pathway between the uterus and the rest of the world. So your actual vagina, it's your hole. Yeah, it's important.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them. You got three. It's just one. And that's, you know, that's obviously where the penis goes. Into the vagina. Yeah, so it's like a little canal.
Other things.
Like a little meat sleeve. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the term meat sleeve. That makes me feel a bit ill. No, but it's nice. It's like a little magical little cave. Okay, so the entrance of the vagina, so the outside, is made of the labia, and the labia, or lips, as they're often known, is fatty tissue. It protects the clitoris and the vaginal opening. There's a labia majora and a minora, which is big and small. There's significant diversity in every labium's appearance. Every labium is a unique flower. Some are all contained and neat while others protrude, but all are beautiful. That's a really important thing. I feel like certain images we see, especially of women of sex and vaginas, have a very like kind of narrow scope of what a vagina looks like. Vaginas are just like flowers in the fact that they are all unique and everyone is different, but everyone is fine. There's nothing wrong with you. If your vagina doesn't look like your friend's vagina, doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means it's yours. It's like a fingerprint. It's unique to you. So then there's the clitoral hood, which is exactly what it sounds like, guys. And underneath, so it's just a little bit on top, just protecting your clit. And then underneath it is a little man in the boat. So if ever in doubt where the clitoris is, men, women, everyone, just look for the little man in the boat. He'll be up here, just up at the top here. Nice little up here. Very important. And like some are more obvious than others, right? So some are really easy to find and some are kind of hidden. Like, for example, mine is quite hidden and you really have to like push back the clitoral hood to expose it to be able to get to it, because you want to get to it. It's a fun time once you get to it. So, and the clitoris is a good thing to remember. Clitoris is like an iceberg. So what you can actually see is a very, very small part. The largest part of it is actually internal. It's inside you. It's quite long. It also fills with blood when aroused and gets erect. So it's a female erection. is your clitoris. Not as impressive as a penis, I will say, but it's still pretty cool. And the clit also has about 8,000 nerve endings. And it is the powerhouse of pleasure and a key in sexual stimulation for women, which is really important to remember. Like, most women cannot orgasm unless their clit is stimulated. Like, there's many different types of orgasms for women, but the clitoral orgasm is, I think, the most basic, most common. It's the easiest one. It's easy to stimulate yourself. If you're wearing really tight jeans, and that seam on your jeans, you can pull those up and ride it yourself. You know, sometimes you gotta be
There's a lot of ways. You gotta get experimental, especially in your like younger years, when you're first
exactly
exploring.
Yeah, it's super thing, and it's also a woman's most erogenous zone. So an erogenous zone is an area of sexual stimulation that helps you get aroused. This is it. This is the should be, I think, a big part of foreplay for most women. And also, again, every clit is different. Some you need to be gentle and slow, others a bit more fast. Just talk to whoever owns the clitoris. So the person attached to it, communicate with them.
Yeah,
on how they want. They know.
And if they don't, encourage them to find out.
Exactly. Explore together, which is always fun. Okay, so a little fun fact, guys. See, so the clitoris is the only organ in either sex that is purely for pleasure.
It's amazing.
Right? How awesome is that? Like, I'm not 100% sure on the source of this fact, because I'm pretty sure I heard it on QI. But, like, it must be true.
I trust Stephen Fry.
Exactly. I trust him implicitly. So we're just going to assume that's the truth. Please don't tell me I'm wrong. I don't want to hear it. Okay, so then just underneath the clitoris is a little hole, and that's the urethra. So that's where urine is excreted from. Now, it has horrifically come to my knowledge in the past that women didn't know that they didn't pee out of their vagina. So I had a friend who was like, I need to pee, but I don't want to change my tampon. And I was like, why would you need to change your tampon? And she's like, because I've just peed. And I was like, do you think urine comes out of your vagina? And she's like, yeah, it's the thing. I was like, no, you have another hole. It's a whole different hole. It's just underneath the clit. Just underneath it. Which is also really good if you need to pee in a cup, which can be hard for women. Hold the cup like around where your clitoris is. And you'll pee into it because that's where your urethra is. Same if you have to pee on a stick for a pregnancy test. Just put it right up near the clit and you will pee on it. So, yeah.
Yeah, it is horrific how many people don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm honestly
should be common knowledge.
Quite unknowledgeable about a lot of anatomy.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I've always known.
You got 3 holes. You got 3 holes, lady. You got urethra, vaginal canal, and then your anus.
Woo!
All 3. I mean, I wouldn't advise sticking anything in your urethra. That's probably not a good time.
No.
Probably
male or
unhygienic.
female, whatever genitalia you have.
Oh no, men putting things in their urethra, that's a thing.
No.
Yeah, it's a thing. Like gay men do it a lot. We'll get to it. We'll get to it later. We're getting distracted. So also, yeah, it's a thing. Google it.
My god.
It has a name.
I don't know if I'm
I'll have to find out the name. I'll have to find out the name and I'll tell you guys anyway.
Please.
So, like, the urethra is also where fluid, female ejaculatory fluid comes from. It's during female ejaculation, which is something that actually most people are capable of doing. So if you haven't done it before, you probably are capable of doing it, but it's just your body's not inclined to do it. It's a very intense experience. And yeah, so like that fluid that comes out of there, it isn't urine, it is a different kind of secretion that comes out during sex, and just yet another bodily fluid to get all over your sheets.
Woo!
But yeah, so we'll also be talking a lot about that later. So now, extending into the vagina, we have the cervix, which is the opening of the uterus. This can be stimulated for sexual pleasure, and oh boy, is it pleasurable. But again, we will come back to this in a future episode on orgasms. We are getting it's a multifaceted topic. But this is mostly where periods and babies are expelled from. So this is the kind of the drainage pipe. of your inside bits. Yeah. So inside your uterus, all the bits come out through your cervix into your vaginal canal and then out into the outside world, like a magical little system. Now here, for biology, we've just kind of stuck to the actual vagina. We're not going to really cover uteruses or fallopian tubes, all of that stuff. We will do when we talk about periods specifically, because I think that is something, it's not so, here we're just talking about the outside bits, the fun stuff for fun pleasure, not the intensely internal organ bits, because I have not done all the research for that yet.
Also,
I'm sorry, guys.
periods need their entire
Oh, God.
dedicated to them.
Yeah.
Also, we're both on our period right now.
Yeah, we are.
Woo-hoo! Yeah.
That cycle link up is true, and it's been a full moon, so we've had a hard few days, guys. Like, it's been a thing, but we're getting through as we do all the time. So this was all very, very brief. So if you need anything clarified, just ask your mum or a medical health professional or Google, because Dr. Google tends to know all. And so just going to talk about cleaning. Just a little bit on cleaning. So one of the magical properties of the vagina is it is self-cleaning. It keeps itself running and ticking along really well.
So
Amazing. Which is why you should not be trying to clean it. You should not, avoid scented or perfumed soaps, and it affects the bacterial pH balance of your vagina when you use products like that, which causes infections, which causes an excessive discharge, because that's what discharge is your vagina trying to clean itself. It's trying to get all the gross bacteria out of it, because it doesn't want it. It doesn't need it. It's gross. It's bad for you. So you want to get that out. And then, so when you are cleaning, use an unscented soap, and just wash around the vagina, i.e. like the vulva, the labia. You want to be washing all your outside bits, but never inside. You never need to clean inside your vagina. That's just, do not try to fix something that isn't broken, because you will break it. I've had bacterial infections in my vagina before. We've all had a UTI. It's never a good time. It's uncomfortable. It's unnecessary visits to the doctors. It's a whole thing, so just avoid it. And also, the same caution should be taken in inserting any foreign object into your vagina. Make sure it is clean and sterilized. Make sure you sterilize all of your toys, everything is clean. And you should always make sure your toys are made of medical grade silicone. It's very, very important. And also, I'm not a huge fan of things like the crystal eggs or the things you're supposed to insert inside yourself to help strengthen your pelvic floor. That's how they're advertised. But you don't, the strength in a muscle is its ability to be flexible, to be strong in its flexibility. When you do things like that, doing pelvic floor exercises is great for you, you're clenching and releasing that muscle. When you insert one of those eggs inside you for an extended period of time, all the muscle is doing is being taut and stretched and being really tight, and that's not good. It's not creating that kind of things. And also they're not super hygienic, you're not supposed to have any kind of foreign object in there for an extended period of time. It's just not where it's supposed to be living.
Necessary. The beauty of it is that it's its own powerhouse. It's just able to take care of itself. It's like a beautiful little ecosystem. It's so amazing.
Your vagina is doing everything it needs to do for itself internally that it does. One thing I will say in regards to cleaning as well is peeing after sex. We all will have heard this.
Massive. Very important.
But the reason for this is often because the entrance to your urethra sits between your vaginal canal and your clitoris. So during sex, a lot of fluids are being moved from your vaginal canal up to the clitoris, whether that's with hands or with the penis itself, or just from friction and being in the area. Everything gets a bit messy. So because of that, it crosses over the urethra. Any of that liquid can get into the urethra, causing bacterial infections known as UTIs.
No one wants that.
They're so painful. The burning is real. It's awful. So after you have sex, it's important to pee, because the urine actually cleans out the urethra. It flushes all of those things away, and then you're nice and healthy and ready to go. Same as when you're wiping, make sure you wipe front to back. Make sure that you're using a toilet paper that doesn't have little bits that break off and that they get stuck in your vagina or anything, because again, foreign objects, bacteria, it's a very moist environment, and moisture is what bacteria needs to thrive and survive and live. So you just kind of, that's the kind of cleaning you should be doing. It's just general maintenance, checking it up. If you do find you have any issues, your discharge looks different, you're sore, anything going on that persists for more than a few days that is super out of the ordinary, go straight to the doctor. They will check you out, pop the hood, so to say, have a look underneath and make sure everything's running fine and that you're all good, because sometimes it's just a case of getting some antibiotics because you have gotten an infection from something. I mean, it's happened to all of us, it's happened to me. And also, you tend to ruin some underwear if you're getting caught by surprise by discharge. So it's not fun. Save your knickers, save yourself some heartache, and just keep your yoni clean. Yeah, because it's a beautiful little machine. It's fantastic. She's a wonderful little lady cave. Oh, another fun fact. The vaginal cavity can expand up to 200 times its normal size when correctly aroused.
It's amazing.
Yeah, right?
What?
I mean, you could push a baby out of it, so it's not that surprising.
It's fucking incredible.
It's so strong. Like, a vagina is incredibly strong. The musculature of your vagina is incredibly strong and flexible. That's why it can take a pounding. Like in all senses. Yeah, so just be careful. Treat it strong and will never fail you if you look after her properly. If you just tend to her caringly, lovingly, like you should. She should be your most intimate friend. You should be very well acquainted with her. You should be very good friends. I totally encourage everyone to get a hand mirror, squat over the mirror, hold the mirror up, get your legs up in the air, and really have a look. Get familiar with what your vagina looks like. Because one, it's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And then two, if something is wrong, if you know what it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely.
So sometimes I just check myself, Sometimes I'm just like, how are you looking today? Or like, oh, something feels a bit sore when you wipe or when you wee. Something's going on, so you're just like, I'm just gonna have a look, make sure everything's looking normal. And if it is, it's like, well, sweet, there's probably just an anomaly, things happen. But if something does look a little bit off, or you have a little thing, I had like a little like pimple, just like into the entrance of my vaginal cavity. It was fucking painful. Like, it hurt so much, it was so sore, and then it finally like popped. And it was absolutely disgusting. I was like, this is really painful and gross. And but the thing is like, I noticed it straight away because I felt something was off. I had a look and I was like, that definitely wasn't there. That definitely should not be there. It's not part of the natural terrain. So it's important to know. I mean, it was inconsequential in the end, as it was just like a little weird thing your body does and it clears itself up. But
things happen, but it's important to stay in tune with yourself, with your body.
Exactly.
Know what's up.
Exactly. So for women, it's very important. I don't feel like we're not encouraged enough. Because the vagina isn't as glaringly obvious as a penis, it's sometimes it can be a little bit harder to inspect. But, get up in your own business, regularly, and just check in, make sure she's doing all good. If she needs some help, give her the help, it's all about care, and it's all about care. So that's just a brief, quick look into the world of your vagina. And if you don't have a vagina, it's a quick, brief look into the world of the vaginas you love, or the vaginas you know, because you'll know women. You have a mum, she has one, that's where you came from. So hand you over to Mia for the penis.
Thank you, Lou. Let me talk to you guys about the penis.
I know, I'm excited.
I know, me too. I don't have one, so
I'm ready to learn.
Woo! Okay. I also have a little prop for us today. Zucchini! Whoop whoop! Unfortunately I don't have two, but you're more than welcome to play with this one with me.
We can play with it together. I like that it's not the typical banana. you know?
Yeah.
Something a little different. A little different than the zucchini. I feel like a more accurate representation.
Honestly, I agree. It's a little bit like...
I mean, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
You're pretty lucky.
Just the way I like it. Yeah. But all penises are beautiful.
They are.
It's,
you know,
just body positivity, man.
I mean, it's not the length, it's not the size, it's how many times you make it rise.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, like, it's not the size of the ship, it's the motion in the ocean.
Yeah. Honestly, though, in full disclosure, I've had, like, a pretty long relationship with someone who had quite a small penis. But he really knew how to do the magic, and it was not an issue for me.
But, like, considering the majority of women cannot orgasm from penetrative sex, it really becomes less of an issue. For women, it like, sex isn't about just about penetration for women. It's a holistic experience. Like, the vagina can be stimulated in many ways, in many ways externally. So it's not 100% necessary, you know? I mean, it's... And then some women, depending on your vagina, some vaginal canals can be very short and narrow. So having a big penis is just not at all a realistic interfacing situation. The puzzle piece is not quite fitting. So, you know, it's not always a good thing. It's, I mean, it's a good thing. I like it.
It is cute. Hey, I think it's really cute. Like, little puzzle pieces fitting together, and everyone's different. There's someone for everyone.
Exactly.
Multiple people for everyone.
There is a penis for your vagina.
There's a whole world out there,
Go
guys.
find it. Go find your penis. Anyway, let's...
Well, talking about the penis is a common outlet for both semen and urine. In basic terms, we kind of refer to the whole shebang, everything that's going on down there is the penis. But there's a little more to it that we've got to get into today, and some important distinctions that need to be made. Let's start with the penis itself, the shaft to be exact, the bulk of which is made up of two masses of erectile tissue called...
Pause for dramatic effect.
The corpus cavernosum. So that's like... So this is
not disappointed.
This is the base in my mind. So if we're talking, if this is on a penis, like right here, if someone was standing here with a penis, they're like the two big kind of tubes you see going along here. So we have two of those, and then underneath is the corpus spongiosum. So fucking cool, right?
Such good names.
I know. And you can actually see them. So
they sound like Harry Potter spells.
I know, they're so fucking good. If you have a penis, have a look, or if you can gain consent to see one, you can actually distinctly see them. Although everyone's penis is different.
And
so
I'm really bringing various different penises that I've seen into mind.
Exactly, you know?
Just like flicking through that Wangopedia, being like, yes, that sounds great, yes.
So, yes, running along the bottom is the corpus spongiosum. It runs all the way from the base of the penis to the glans, or head of the penis. Glans, G-L-A-N-S, no D in there.
Oh, wow.
Kind of sounds like that's what I'm saying, but...
Why did I think head was like the
official
penis,
term?
Like, I just assumed.
The head of the penis?
Yeah. Like the helmet. It's like a little helmet.
It is so cute! Now the corpus spongiosum, or the bottom tube bit, is also where the urethra is located, which is the vessel for both urine and semen.
Yeah, see? It's already distinctly different from a vagina,
right?
if you couldn't tell from our fruit demonstration.
It's actually also kind of this funny, like, oval shape. You expect it to be a nice little circle to make it easier for everyone, but no. It's like a funny little flat kind of oval shape.
Which is like, because if you, again, with consent, get the head of a penis, and you can see where the entrance to the urethra is, and it is like the elongated oval shape, and you can actually press lightly down on the penis like this, and make it into a little circle. Like it's talking to you.
Cute.
Cute little voices, make
Googly
costumes.
eyes.
Yeah, make a little costume for it. It's really fun. I advise doing it.
Now onto the testes or balls, which I don't unfortunately have, but you know.
I mean, That'd be some
Nice.
big ass balls.
Oh
right?
yeah, but again, penises,
Balls are also
vaginas, balls all come in various shapes and sizes,
Yeah.
and you should learn to love them. You
Yeah.
know, however they come. Now, balls get a lot of flack. We all like making jokes at these little guys' expense, but really they are very important and are the primary sex organs for people with penises.
Yeah.
They have a...
They're important also. I mean, ask the owner of said penis you're interacting with, do they like the balls to be fondled? Do they want them in their mouth? In your mouth? Not their mouth, in your mouth.
They might want it in their mouth, but
That's
it's
probably
probably pretty impossible.
That's pretty fucking different.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Get all up in there.
Yeah.
With consent. Some
Yeah.
people don't like it, some people fucking love it.
Exactly.
Most people love it, I think, once.
Yeah,
I
I feel like it's not something that like I've ever kind of had anyone be like, oh god, no, don't touch my ball sack. It's been a welcomed interaction. So with caution, but proceed.
Yes. They have a lot going on constantly, with some exceptions. They're constantly in business producing sperm and hormones, and if you've ever wondered why penis owners think about sex or masturbate so much, it's because these little guys are a powerhouse, consistently producing the goods, even if they have nowhere to ship it. There is a lot going on in these bad boys, and we aren't going into full depth about them today, but basically this is where a lot of the magic happens. In the process of ejaculation, sperm is moved to the beginning of the urethra, like around here somewhere, which I picture as a kind of little test tube, although it's not that what it looks like, but in my brain I just picture this little test tube where like the sperm cells from the testes along with fluids from the other accompanying glands such as the prostate all combine to make this naughty custard, which will ruin your life at the worst and require some cleanup at best. It's also necessary...
Naughty custard. Can I just pause you on naughty custard? Disgusting. I'm disgusted.
I love custard. It's like naughty custard.
I do not like the
amazing.
description. That is...
Naughty custard. How do you not like that? It's cute.
I mean, it's better than baby gravy. It's...
Way better than baby gravy. Naughty custard. It's like cheeky and cute. No?
We'll
Do you not
agree.
like... What do you have against custard?
I just don't know. It's not... I don't know. Just something about it. It makes my vagina deeply uncomfortable.
I love it.
Okay, we'll agree to disagree on naughty custard. If you guys want to weigh in on the naughty custard debate,
We should do a
let
poll.
us know. We'll do a poll. Are
are
you with me that naughty custard? No, thank you. I don't want any naughty custard on my pudding.
Oh my god! It's perfect! You're making more arguments from my side, I believe. Naughty custard, yes. Naughty custard, no.
No. Okay. Anyway, back to this vital information. Carry on.
Woo! Now, I believe it's also necessary to talk about the posterior entrance or exit. It's definitely an exit, but you know, if you want it to be an entrance, it definitely can be. The butthole, because that is where the male G-spot is located.
Yeah, it is.
And gay, straight, wherever you may lie on the spectrum of sexuality, you should know that it is totally okay to do some exploring, either by yourself or with a partner or partners, if you feel curious about the possibility of experiencing the most intense orgasm you will likely ever have. Anal play is for everyone, if that's something you want.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't... It's one of those things, it's a touchy subject.
Very.
Just
literally.
I feel like there is a lot of shame around,
A lot,
especially
yeah.
for men, around their assholes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shame there. There shouldn't be. It's totally fine. I mean, I have said and heard the phrase, every hole is a goal, in reference to women a lot in my life. I'm going to extend that to men.
Yeah.
Every hole is a goal.
Equality.
Like, you know, if you think that I'm not going to put my finger in your butthole, you're mistaken. I probably will try. I will try. You're going to have to actively ask
With
me not
consent,
to.
please.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes there's a little sneaky thing.
Oh, I don't know.
I've had so many sneaky fingers in my butthole.
I don't appreciate a sneaky finger in my butthole. I like consent.
I mean, I sometimes do. Sometimes I'm like, I enjoy the surprise. I'm like, ooh, oh, woohoo! But then other times I'm like, I need to poo. Can you get your finger out of my butthole?
Well, I feel like it's safe to maybe even before having sex, or if you're frequently engaging in sex with a specific person, maybe just bring it up at some point.
Yeah.
And if you be like, how'd you feel about a surprise? Bring it up every now and then. But I do think consent is important.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
it's important. It's an important conversation. We make jokes. But get the consent first. Because otherwise, you know, you want plausible deniability at all times, everyone.
Yeah, exactly, you know?
Yeah, gotta protect yourself.
And I feel like those are the most important things I wanted to talk about today. Penises and testes come in all shapes and sizes.
They do.
Circumcised or uncircumcised.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole game changer. That is a game changer. It can be a real surprise. Get the pants off.
Yeah.
And if it's circumcised, I find myself feeling rather useless. I've no clue what I'm doing.
Really?
No clue. I get very confused. I feel like the foreskin is an important element of the penis.
Interesting.
That
yeah.
I'm used to encountering. Otherwise, it looks kind of scared and exposed.
I've like had both. And yeah, I don't know. I don't find much different. I feel like if you're down there, they're gonna be pretty happy.
Do you have
either
a
way.
preference though? Do you
No.
even aesthetically? Do you have a preference?
I like a pretty penis. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But pretty is
Relative.
totally relative.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
and personal to whoever sees it.
Well, it's a personal. I personally think I prefer an uncircumcised penis.
I really don't know.
But I feel like an uncircumcised penis does obviously require more cleaning, just of the foreskin.
I like a clean penis. Again,
Everyone
I've
likes a
had
clean penis.
I haven't engaged with that many penises yet, but I have had a little range, an interesting range of penises. I've got to say, just a cleanly penis that I personally prefer a little bit of manscaping. I don't like it to be too insane because I like to go really hard and I don't enjoy pulling out pubes too often, you know? It happens. It's cool. Yeah. I'm cool with hair. You know, it's natural.
Yeah. I mean, one thing just in relation to cleanliness of penises, good little like kind of way to gauge how this penis is being cleaned. Shower with them. See how they are cleaning themselves. Because you get to have, and you can be reassured that that penis is clean, that penis is being well maintained and looked after. Not just for you. I mean, yeah, sure, you're putting your face and then it's going to be all up in your business. So you have a vested interest. But also for their sake, you know, like making sure they're looking after themselves. And because, you know, you've got to love yourself. Be present with yourself in all ways. Yeah. Yeah, and interestingly, another QI fact, actually, I really need to go and double, quadruple check
QI.
Fact check my QI facts. Because I think this is accurate. I'm not 100% sure. So the balls, the balls within the scrotum, ball sack, they hang sort of, one hangs higher than the other, and depending on which ball hangs higher depends on which way the penis slants. Yeah, there's like a correlation between the two.
I think we're gonna have to do
we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to
own personal study.
Yeah, our own personal. I mean, I have mentioned it to some of the men I've slept with, just to kind of like, as in like, interesting thing. Mention it in a group of guys, and they're all too willing to like start looking at their own balls to kind of verify that. But yeah, because I'm sure, I can't remember which way it is, but whichever one is higher, it leans a certain way.
Interesting.
And another fact related to that is that in Greek art and statues and things like that, it's done opposite to the way it actually occurs anatomically. And also Greek statues and art, just typically very small penises.
Yes.
I'm not 100% sure of the reason.
There is a reason. I believe back in the day, small penises were seen as they were seen as being more
Desirable?
prestigious and desirable.
Interesting.
I feel like there was
Interesting.
definitely a little bit of bias going on there, some sort of ulterior motive
Well, I mean, I just...
with that.
Yeah. Interesting, though. Very interesting. No, penises are great. They're fun. They're fun when they're... I like them. They're all flaccid and soft. They're like little slugs.
You know what, I think it's also really interesting because any kind of depiction of the devil always has a massive penis. So it probably has something to do with lust, impurity,
Yes, and also
all those things.
A sexual desire
Exactly,
in any form was always... Sex beyond copulation was considered... No, this is the Greeks. This is Greeks... No, the Greeks were pre-Christianity. This is like the Romans pre-Christianity. I don't know that sexual shame would have had so much to do with it because the Greeks were buggering everyone that lived for it. Like, you know, Socrates was taking one mouthful at a time, so I'm not sure. I'm going to go and do more research. I'm super interested now. If anyone knows or finds out the reason why Greek statues have little tiny penises, let us know. I'm really intrigued. I want to know now. I'm going to have to go home and do some research on that. That's
You know what, I'm actually going to call a friend. Let's,
phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Hey, did you tell me why, like, Roman sculptures and all paintings all have small penises? Cool, thank you so much. Alright, bye!
So that was our trusty fact checker, our very own version of a QI elf, who one day you may get to meet our gorgeous little research boy. We keep him chained up in the basement. But I don't know if you guys would have heard that, but he did say that yes, it is actually something to do with like a tradition that small penises equaled goodness, and that large penises would indicate a sexual desire or temptation.
Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Super interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I'd fuck Satan.
Yeah.
Big dick, goat head, metal as fuck. Think about it.
So metal! So yeah, well, big or small, wonky or straight,
Yeah.
and just like vaginas, it's really important to get to know what you've going on and to feel good about it.
Yeah.
Clean your peen and stay hydrated. And those are the words I'm going to leave you with today.
Excellent.
I hope this has been informative. I'm sure we will go into some more detail about everything in
Future episodes.
we've got going on down there because there is a lot.
There's so
much
and it
to
kind
talk
of
about.
depends, like the information we provide you, we're kind of doing it sort of like topic-wise. So we'll go into certain things depending on how they are like used functionally, like, because, you know, whether it's orgasms, how they work for that, how the anatomy works for that, how it works for periods, how it works for babies. It's all very different, and we will get to all of it because we could not cover it in one go because it's hard. It's real hard.
So hard.
Just like penises. On that terrible joke. We will, quickly, next week, or next fortnight, we will be tackling, we're going to start our dating series. So we're going to move a little bit away from all the nasty, dirty bits and just talk about dating and dating as young people.
In this day and age.
Yes, there's going to be a few episodes on that. So we want to try to cover it comprehensively. We're going to cover like being queer and dating and technology. We're going to touch on some mental health stuff and dating, all very important things. And we are definitely going to talk about Tinder because my God, has it changed dating. So we will get to that next week.
Yeah.
And you guys can join us. And please, if you have any Tinder horror stories, please share us. They are like a personal just favorite topic of mine. Hilarious. I love it. And also would love some material to use for a podcast on Tinder horror stories.
Yes.
So let us know.
Let us know on Twitter. You can also email us
Yes.
at goodsexpodcast@outlook.com. I'll chuck all the links below.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, hit us. You can DM us on Instagram. You can hit us up on any of our socials and let us know. We want to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
Want to hear
Anything,
from you.
anywhere.
Everything. You know, we're open. Just like vaginas. And on that note,
Oh my god, really rolling them out.
I know,
Rolling
dad
out today.
jokes all the way. On that note, guys, it's been great chatting, and we'll catch you on the flip flop.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank
we hope
you.
you found this informative.
Peace.
Bye!